weather now with Joy, and a lovely picture there from Tain, where I'm going tomorrow. Actually, looking forward to it.
Yes, a very noticeable contrast in conditions today. Some beautiful skies to be found. But actually, for much of the country, it has been a cloudy day of conditions. Wet too. Particularly heavy bursts likely for parts of the Central Belt and also the south. In the far north, the Western Isles and the Northern Isles, as we can see, beautiful blue skies, plenty of sunshine, even feeling quite pleasant in the sun. And that's where we'll see the clearest skies overnight. The odd shower pushing into the Western Isles and the Northern Isles, but elsewhere staying overcast and wet indeed. Some quite heavy bursts likely, particularly initially in the night for the Central Belt and the south. Under that cloud though, definitely not a cold night. Chillier in the far north, we could be seeing lows of 3 or 4 Celsius here with light winds. So a crisp start, but a dry, bright one with plenty of sunshine. Elsewhere, rather overcast initially though, that cloud will tend to thin and break. Quite heavy rain also fizzling out as the day progresses. So by the time we reach tomorrow afternoon, particularly for the north, it will stay dry and it is going to feel warm for some parts. For Shetland, however, highs only 12 Celsius, and with that northerly wind, it could feel quite cool. If you are going to Butt Park, though, for the Cavenagh Cup final, plenty of sunshine to be enjoyed. Inverness feeling very pleasant, but not the warmest for the Central Belt and the south. That's where we'll see the highest of temperatures, 16 or 17 Celsius. Staying rather overcast though for the south, and indeed there we could see some light rain and drizzle all throughout the day. If you're going to the hills and mountains in the north, it is going to be dry and with plenty of sunshine throughout the day. However, here feeling on the cool side, highs only 5 or 6 Celsius with a significant wind chill. In more southern spots, slightly warmer, but it definitely isn't going to feel warm for many, and it's going to be rather overcast, although some late sunshine could be enjoyed. As we can see, skies will clear and it is going to be a cold night under these clear skies, potentially even producing a touch of frost. Now moving into Sunday, we do have a warm front pushing in from the south, so that means initially in the north it will be dry and sunny, but elsewhere rather overcast, and that cloud slowly working its way northwards, potentially producing light rain and drizzle, with more persistent rain creeping up the west coast as the day progresses. Winds starting to turn more southerly, and that will raise temperatures a touch for some, 16 or 17 Celsius at best in the south, cooler in the north, but a much more unsettled picture to come as we move into Monday. Low pressure firmly in charge with a series of weather fronts pushing in, and as we can see here, it is going to be wet throughout the day. Some very heavy bursts lingering, slowly working their way eastward. We will see some drier conditions in the Central Belt for a time. It isn't going to be cold underneath that cloud, a touch cooler than Sunday, but it is going to stay unsettled as we move through the week with stronger winds and rain on the way. That's your forecast.
Great stuff. Thank you very much, Joy. Let's take a look at tonight's main news again. The First Minister is urging councils and